Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing good. I'm having a good day. I don't know why I'm happy. It's Friday. I think it's like a knee-jerk reaction from, working. I don't know. Weekends always seem happy to me because of that reason. Isn't that terrible? I mean, for the human race, whether it's in America or other countries, it's like, wow. I don't know why. And every weekend I feel the same way. Some days, to be honest, because I don't work a steady job, like get up and have to go anymore, do not miss that at all. But um, I'll get lost. It's like, what day is it? So for me to even remember that it's Friday is a good thing. No, just kidding. No, some days, even when you're working, you know, like you'll think like Tuesday is Wednesday all day or something like that. I don't know how that happens. Even when a person is working, it can happen, you know. So, not a lot going on, just saying hi. Got a lot of work. Well, not a lot of work, but I got some work done this morning. And it's really warm here. It's going to be really hot for the foreseeable future, which I like it. And I got a bunch of new dresses. Not a bunch, but a few new ones that I'm getting to wear. And so I'm happy about that. you know, yeah. So, and some other summer clothes that, that I've had for a while, but I just love them. So, yeah, I'm more of a summer person. I used to not be. I used to like, well, I skied and ice skated and I snowboard and I don't know. I'm really thinking if I don't know if I'll ever snowboard again. I might ski. I'll have to see. I'm gonna get some new boots. I got some last year, but they're not very good ones. They were just cheap ones from Walmart. But I need ones that are, those are more like snow packs, like work boots. I need something more, a little more like sports oriented so I can slip in and out of my snowboard. Then I might consider it, but I'm not going to go down our big hill or anything. I've broken too many bones. I don't need to do that anymore. If I'm going slow enough, yeah, that's no problem because then I can hop off and run and get my board or something like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I fell twice last year, and I'm not gonna take any chances. Not not anymore. Yeah, and takes longer to recover the older you get from things. So yeah. So yeah. Um, I don't know. Just kind of wondering where this new election with our president's coming up this coming year, where is all that going to go, right? They're all so fake. I don't know. I don't like any of them. It's really hard for me, and I'll sit and I'll listen to things in the political realm, and because I want to know what's going on and I want to keep on top of it, but it's not easy for me to do. I'm rather disgusted with all of them. And I believe that everybody in government should have a psychological evaluation, not just a health evaluation, but we want to know what's in your head, weirdo, before we elect you into office, you know? Teachers, doctors, wouldn't that be wonderful? if you knew that your child's teacher had been psychologically evaluated by reputable experts. Same with the government officials. I mean, these people are in charge of taking our money and murdering other people with it. Well, that's retarded just to begin with. So to me, they all get a failing grade on that one. And people can say, well, it's self-defense. No, it's not. When we're over in other countries, we're not defending ourselves. Not at all. And why? Do you feel good about defending the whole world? I really don't. I don't. Personally, people, yeah, if somebody was getting hurt in front of me, I'd be the first one there stepping in on that. That's a fact. Been there, done it. But to actually get on a ship or in a plane or whatever and go over into another country and pretend that I'm fighting a war of self defense or in defense of somebody else, it will never sit right with me. Then that, a lot of people may not know, but it is true. Our government was caught during Vietnam putting opium in dead bodies and bringing it home along with the bodies of our fallen soldiers. And it wasn't even declared a war. South Korea did not want help, or Vietnam rather. They didn't want help. Neither did Korea, by the way. But South Vietnamese people didn't want help against their northern Vietnamese communistic neighbors because they were the ones that supported them and bought all their farm goods. And when America went in there and stepped in there, we actually caused a conflict between the North and South Vietnamese people. And it was about drugs and money and the war machine, just like it is right now. It's really very similar. So it's pretty sad. And the nightmare stories that I heard from people, the things that they did or they saw people do, yeah, yeah, it was really bad. And you can't tell me that them Vietnam vets feel anything good about that. That they felt like they were betrayed, and then they got home and people were spitting on them and slapping them, and really they'd see them on like public transit, and um, it was terrible for them. You know, thank you, government. You know, I used to make a joke. They were trying to kill off my potential husband. Well, they probably were too. Might be closer to the truth. Oh, if you have two strong minds and two hearts together, that's a lethal combination on this planet. Just the prayers alone and the thoughts in our minds that would be like minded. That's a prayer to God on a constant basis. So, yeah, but yeah. And a lot of people were draft dodgers because they didn't believe in the war. There are so many people of my generation that really, really, and still don't believe in any kind of warfare. And we started that in our generation in a big way, and we were looked down upon by the elders of that time for being that way, you know, because we saw the people in the world as friends and people we would care about, not somebody we would want to fight for any reason. And we didn't believe and still don't believe in going to other people's countries. They want a war, let them fight their own war. If they want to defend themselves or be devoured by another country, it's like if Canada or Venezuela or whatever tried to invade my country, we either choose to fight for our own borders or we get invaded, you know. But who's going to come and help us? Anybody? Is there any other country down on our Mexican border helping us? There's a lot of people dying. There's children being trafficked. I think the last number I heard was something like close to 400 or 500 children. I think it was daily that come through there alone and with no parents. And do you know what happens to children that don't have parents? If you could imagine. Just look how big people treat each other. Can you imagine somebody that can't defend themselves being alone with these monsters? Wonder how many times little babies are raped just on the way getting here, let alone when they do get here. And the American people or other countries that take these orphans, now orphans, and do whatever they want with them and send them wherever they want. And that's why I am really, really against taking any children out of my country and adopting them out to another country. When I heard that there's a group called the Hague Group in Norway that heads most adoptions around the world, including in the United States of America, that just fried me out. I'm just, and I tried to write my legislator. I've made videos. Nobody effing cares about these kids. They get adopted into these families, and then it's like, okay, they paid for you. Bye, kid. Have a good life. Whatever that means. Yeah. Really give a shit, right? No, they don't. People that are blood hardly care about their children nowadays. And that's amazing to me. When I see a good parent, it's like, wow, that's commendable, you know? Even if they've made mistakes and they still keep trying and their hearts are good. Yeah. And there are some of them out there, you know? So, well, I'm going to get this uploaded. I if you can think about not supporting any wars and make your voice heard, you know, somebody's got to do it someday in every single country. When is there ever going to be peace? Can't people get along? What is your mental fucking problem? I just don't get how anybody can look at somebody and that's acceptable at all. Don't get you, don't get it at all. I never will. Make all the excuses you want. I've heard them all. In fact, I've seen it all. You want to make excuses for any kind of harm towards people, you know. And then there's Israel. Oh, do we talk about that? Whatever. Hey, you support them all you want with your, if you want to go into the Noahide laws and you want to support all that. And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. You know, you're either, excuse me, you're either on the side of Christ in people and the laws of God, or you're not. You can't write your own damn laws. And it's just like the Catholics and put it in a church and have people subservient under you based on lies. It's got to end. People got to speak up bigger and harder in these ways for their children, the future of this planet. It's a fact. All right, everybody, I'll talk to you soon. Have a really good day. I might be back. Peace.